What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED gameplay video for you guys today, and today we're gonna have a look at Sandland. Now, this game just kind of looked kind of interesting, so I figured, well, looks like the perfect kind of game for a Steam Deck, so why not give it a shot? So, bought it, downloaded it, and here we are. And we're obviously gonna test it out on the Ally and that little mini PC that I got in my bedroom, too. But we'll start off with the weakest, which is the Steam Deck, and we'll see how she plays. Hopefully it'll play pretty well. It says it should play good with the stock settings, so I'll go see how that is, and hopefully it's not lying. And if it is, then I guess I'll have to go and hop in and figure out some settings that work better. But we won't know till we get in there, so let's stop blabbing and let's get into the game. Alright, here's the settings we're gonna run on the Steam Deck. No matter what, I couldn't quite get a constant 60 no matter what, so this is what I decided to go with, more like a 40 FPS thing. But I left it just completely unrestricted just so we can see what it can do, but I would just limit it to 40. But that's just me. Anyway, let's go ahead and hop into the game. Alright, here we are in the very beginning of the game. And as you can see, it doesn't quite stay at 60 all the time, but a lot of the times it stays at 60, especially during the battles. And just like in most fighting games, I care most about frame rate when I'm battling. Especially if it's going to be a game where it's not just sitting there and selecting attack and whatnot. If you have to move around and whatnot, I definitely want the most FPS I can have. But at the same time, I also don't like a bunch of stutter. And then that way you can get a little bit more game time too. Probably not like a humongous amount more, but probably like 20, maybe 35 minutes or something like that. But see, it still dropped down like 41, so there might even be some times it drops under 40. But I don't like dropping all the way down to 30 if I don't have to. But anyway, it seems like we need to chase after that thing, so after it we go. Oh, we won't. Probably because it's impossible to. Although I don't want to jinx myself. I say that and then I'll lose and look like an idiot. We have been spotted. Alright, we gotta jump. I don't really know what they're expecting to do if their guns don't work. But I'm sure they're good for a nice little tutorial like they're doing, so why not? My chance. Oh, they want me to hit Y. Oops, I didn't notice that. I was too busy trying to beat up the guy. Well, at least they gave me long enough to do it. A lot of games are like, nope, you waited too long. Get owned. Well, I mean, you can't shoot me with your gun. You guys basically are pushovers. Alright, and we even got a little achievement. Pleasure doing business. All right. Looks like we gotta move on our own here. There we go. Well, that's kind of cool. They even actually leave tracks in the sand and everything. A lot of games don't do attention to detail like that. So that's kind of neat, even though this isn't, you know, the super most advanced graphically kind of game. It's nice that they at least put that, since it's a big game about sand, they better, you know, make the sand look good, I guess. Yeah, that one guy's feet prints almost look like hand prints. Oh, looks like the kid is thirsty. Alright, let's move on to camera. Alright, now let's get ourselves a little camera recorded gameplay here. That doesn't seem very competent. Now, I would probably just lock this game to 40 FPS if I was going to solely play it on the Steam Deck. But I try to remember to just leave it unlocked FPS so we can see what it can do. But a lot of times I forget on the games that like can max out the 90 FPS stuff. So I gotta try to remember to turn that like limiter in the Steam Deck off. Alright, so after a new quest. Alright. So that seems pretty self-explanatory. Find a new way to kill time, yeah, right? We'll see. Alright, water delivery is complete. It definitely is. It is a desert after all. I wouldn't imagine it being very cool. Well, except at night. I think they get insanely cold at night. That's why deserts suck. You're like, oh man, finally, a break from the heat. Oh shit, I'm freezing to death. And they have like no food, hard to find water. Yeah, deserts just suck. I wouldn't want to live in a desert. That's just me. Anyway though, this looks like a good spot to stop, so why don't we go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Sandland on the Steam Deck OLED. And it seemed to do an alright job. I would have liked to get 60 everywhere all the time, no matter what. You guys know me. But that's just not gonna happen. So instead I decided to go with settings that would at least get you around 40 FPS and not really drop under 40. I didn't really see it drop under 40 at least too much. Now it could at some points in the game, obviously, but at least where I tested it real quick, it didn't seem to be doing too bad. So now we can go ahead and move on and see how the Ally handles the game. And then after that, the little mini PC. And hopefully, with those ones, we're definitely going to go through all the graphics settings if this one couldn't quite hit 60. That's just the rule, because at 1080p, you can usually have higher settings, but it usually gets about the same frame rate as the Steam Deck OLED does, with like a little bit lower settings and 720p, lower resolution than 1080, obviously. But in any case, it's time to move on to that, so it's time to wrap this video on up. So, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.